Do we really know who Leonardo was? Are you sure you know Leonardo da Vinci? Of course you know the great artist, but what if I told you that the artist who painted the Mona Lisa had a strange dark side? Did you know that this genius spent so much time secretly dissecting human corpses that he was almost arrested? Did you know that the painter whose paintings we praise for their beauty left most of his works unfinished? And that he was obsessed with the idea of armoured tanks and rapid-fire cannons? The shocking information doesn't stop there. Da Vinci wasn't just an artist. He was a military engineer, an anatomist, and an expert in aviation and mechanics. But the strangest thing of all, did you know that he secretly wrote down all his notes and inventions? He wrote from right to left in reverse script that could only be read using a mirror. Who was this Renaissance man? Was he an artist or a scientist, an innovator or a rebel? Leonardo da Vinci was born in 1452. Instead of following the expected path of his time, he decided to follow his passions completely. He believed that knowledge comes from observation and free experimentation, which led him to become the most prominent encyclopedic genius. Join us on this journey to discover the hidden secrets of Leonardo da Vinci's life. A man who was not just an ordinary painter, but a mastermind hundreds of years ahead of his time. 1. Mona Lisa. 2. The Last Supper. 3. Vitruvian Man. Leonardo's absolute fame lies in his paintings. No matter how hard books try to describe them, the secret lies in the way he blended art and science. We begin with The Last Supper, a fresco he painted in Milan between 1495 and 1498. This painting is not just a religious scene, it is a psychological drama. Leonardo succeeded in freezing the most tense moment when Christ says, "One of you will betray me." Watch how the three groups of disciples on either side of Christ interact, each character expressing shock, doubt, and anger in a unique way. But the greatest challenge was the technique of execution. Leonardo used an experimental technique instead of the traditional fresco, which unfortunately led to the painting's rapid deterioration. However, it continues to inspire millions because of its masterful geometric composition and use of linear perspective, which makes the viewer feel as if they are sitting at the table with them. The painting that has become a symbol. Mona Lisa. This small painting, which hangs today in the Louvre, conceals indescribable secrets. Lisa del Giocondo, with her famous smile that appears and disappears with every angle of view, is the result of a technique pioneered by Leonardo, known as sfumato. Sfumato means blurry. It's a technique for softening the edges and shadows between colours, making figures appear to fade or melt into the background, giving the face a sense of mystery and life. The strange, mismatched background on both sides is also a testament to Leonardo's genius for creating unparalleled visual depth. The iconic painting, Vitruvian Man, remains less a work of art than a scientific study. It depicts a man in two overlapping poses within a circle and a square. This drawing is Leonardo's attempt to embody the work of the Roman architect Vitruvius, linking human anatomy to the geometry of the universe. Leonardo's message was, man is the measure of all things and his body is a reflection of nature's divine proportions. What distinguished Leonardo was that he didn't just draw things as they appeared, he sought to dismantle them and understand their internal mechanisms. This led him on a journey of scientific discovery. The pursuit of anatomy, Leonardo's forbidden studies. In the field of anatomy, Leonardo surpassed all his predecessors. At a time when dissection was difficult and risky, Leonardo dissected nearly 30 human corpses. His goal wasn't primarily medical, but rather to understand how muscles and bones moved beneath the skin, making his drawings more realistic and accurate. His anatomical drawings were astonishingly detailed, as he studied the heart, brain, and blood vessels in detail unknown in his time. Inventions and Flight, Leonardo's Machines of the Future. In his ongoing effort to understand nature and physics, Leonardo jotted down thousands of pages of notes and drawings, all written in his famous inverted handwriting, from right to left. The lasting legacy and the grand lesson. Leonardo da Vinci worked in Milan, Florence, and Rome, and ended his life in France, where he died on May 2, 1519. But the most important question is, what is Leonardo's legacy that continues to inspire us? His legacy lies in a unified way of thinking. Leonardo refused to separate art and science. For him, painting was a way to embody precise scientific and anatomical understanding, and science was the means to achieve the highest levels of artistic mastery. He was an artist because he was a scientist, and he was a scientist because he was an artist. This comprehensive view is what makes him a unique figure in history. Leonardo left behind only a relatively small number of completed paintings, perhaps because he was constantly occupied with an endless curiosity, moving from one project to another, from studying anatomy to studying the movement of water, from painting to designing a flying machine. This may be the great lesson of Leonardo da Vinci. Don't limit yourself to a single role. Don't be afraid to combine different fields, for the connection between art and science is the foundation of true creativity and innovation. His story is not just a biography of a great person. It is an invitation to all of us to have that deep intellectual curiosity and search for the hidden connections in the world around us. The grand lesson: unleash your curiosity, explore the connections. Which of Leonardo's ideas inspires you most? Share in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Explore.